So we're going to stand up. We're going to work through, and I'm going to talk you guys through our move through the exercises as we go. So the people that are more experienced, you can feel free to go at your pace. But just follow me for the most part. We're going to come to the right and really just stretch into the left inner heel and the right outer heel. And just breathe in and out. So this is, again, to get grounded. Shift to the left. We're waking up the nerves in the feet. Take a breath. Let it go. We're stretching the ankles. Breathe in. Let it go. And again to the left. So when we breathe in from the lower abdominals. And you let it go with, like you're really just discharging everything into the earth. And intention's everything. So I breathe in from the earth. I fill and I release. Got to do that throughout the day, on the hour. It might seem weird in the beginning. Breathe in, let it go. And then we like ski downhill. We go right and left. So we start from the feet, and then we work up through the calves, into the thighs, into the hips. And then we go to the wall. So we shake our feet. The next thing we do is just come up like this. We calf raises, maybe 15 lifts. You're coming up to the balls of your feet just to fatigue those calves. If you're a runner, walker, you exercise today, it's probably going to be quicker. As soon as you feel tension, no pain, you shake your feet. So this is just to get tension. Out of 10, you want to be at 70%. If you're not there yet, you keep going. I'll show you the next one. The next one is a squat where I'm sitting back, right? I'm sitting into my heels. Like I'm trying to sit on a toilet seat, but I don't want to touch it. And I'm just hovering, right? And the way my back is straight up and down. So all the weight is in my heels. If I push you back, you're going to fall back. And you can just do little squats, enough to fire the glutes, the quads, and just get a little bit. We're moving up the body to just create tension. If you feel pain, you stop. You should never feel pain in your knees. You want to sit back. So your knees aren't even coming forward. Look how back I am. I'm back at my butt. It's all in the booty. Dropping it, just dropping it. Woo, woo. And you're showing that booty. And you're just dropping. No low back pain. You shake it out. The next one's just about opening the inner upper thigh and the low back. So I take a nice wide stance. I do soft knees. It's not about how far you can go. You go only as far as gravity will allow you to hang like a rag doll. So you hang, and as you hang, you breathe. 3 breaths. Breathe in and out through the mouth. Drink it in through the nose. Release the head, the jaw, the neck. Again, in and out. And then you're going to walk over to the left soft knee and just breathe in and out. It's all about surrender, not rushing it, being here, being with your breath. Let the breath find those pockets of tension, and on the exhale, release. And then walk on over to the right, soft knee, hanging like a rag doll. Jaw is relaxed. Drink it up. Drop it out. Drink it up. Drop it out. Drink it up. Drop it out. And back hanging to the center with those soft knees. Your palms are face up. Your fingers are pointing back through your legs. Stretch comfortably through the legs and breathe. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. Slowly wind up, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to standing. Make sure you're not dizzy. When you're upright, you shake your feet. And we're going to do that same exact thing, but now I'm using my hands on my hips to just support. Soft knees again. I'm pushing my hips forward. The rest of my body's neutral. And I'm breathing here. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. And then I'm taking my right hip, right? And And I'm going to rotate like handlebars on a bike. Look all the way around to the left hip. Feel that right hip flexor stretch. And breathe into the right hip. Blow out. This right hip, breathe it in. It's where we hold all our financial worries. It's where we feel unsupported. It's the masculine energy of the body. Breathe it in. Blow it out. The right side here is we're afraid. We don't know how to get forward in our life. We don't know. We're stuck. And we push and we rotate the left hip around now. We look over the right, pushing through that left hip flexor. We breathe in. This is family, relationships. Breathe out. It's the feminine energy of the body. Breathe in and out. It's where we hold all our grief, all our loss. Breathe in, breathe out, and then come back to center with nice neutral hips. Push them forward. We want to neutralize the energy. And breathe in, blow it out. All our energy. Breathe it in, blow it out, and again, breathe it in and blow it out. When you're done, you'll shake your feet, and then you're going to find a spot on the wall, and you're going to come enter the wall carefully with your feet hip width apart and your toes well out in front of you. You want to be able to see your toes. You're sitting on the wall, relaxing, and it's not about tensing all your body. You're feeling your energy in your feet. Support is all in your feet. The rest, I want you to hang and relax. And I want you to do it so relaxed and the energy so in your feet that you could feel the subtle energy. I already feel all of the vibration up my legs. You want to be able to allow shaking. So even, you be careful with socks so you don't slip, but even out more, your toes, so you can see those as you can drop. So you're seeing, you can even open a little more hip width apart. If you get pain, you come up. Your toes are out so you can really see them. Weights in your feet. And when it gets too much, if you feel pain ever, you come up 2 inches. If you feel it again, you come up 2 inches, even if you're all the way standing. And it's the same thing when we go down on the floor. So I'm going to explain what we're going to do. What I want you all to work on tonight is less. We go hard all the time. Everything's to get more and do more. You get for your money. You think you shake more, you get more for your money. You're not. It's the opposite. The healing is in the integration. It's in the breaks. So for you guys, this is like your second. You're you, because you've been here. I want you to play with, we call it titration. So when you're coming right up to the edge and you're shaking hard, I want you to pull off a little bit. So you're going to go, listen to your body, and you're going to pull off and stop and rest for a minute. So you too, Jules, you're used to going. So when you get there, listen to where your edge is, and then you stop. Can you do that? Yeah. And then you're going to come back, probably going to be more powerful. You're going to do the same thing and come to your edge. Maybe a new edge. This is going to be something I want you to start to practice moving forward, because there's going to be more results in the integration. I'm going to come around and do some hands-on application. For you guys, when we're getting off this wall, so when you're sitting here, you should get to the point, you see if your feet could come out a little bit more without slipping with those socks. You're making
I
me
can take
nervous.
my socks off.
But do you feel the slippery?
Yeah.
Yeah, take them off. And if it hurts, you come up. You're on here for a little bit. Breathe. So what you're doing is we're trying to tense this whole body. Because when we come down on the floor, what we're going to do is access the body. And we do that through vibration. When you got hate, you shake, let it happen. And if it's too much, you come up. The body has a wisdom. The body has a language. It has a language that is foreign to the language we know. When we speak words, it screws us up. Words limit. The body has a pure language. So to understand it, you have to get intimate with it. And you have to start to discover and feel when we get on the ground, what's there? Sensations, stuff that we've just stuffed, right? We stuff it in the basement, and we haven't looked at it for a long time. So right now, we're going to start to bring it upstairs a little and look at it and say, do I like this? Does it give me a good feeling or not? What is this that's coming up? And that we do, not just tonight, like, it won't be all tonight. Tonight you might get a little emotional. It's normal. If you cry, you cry. We all do it. If you laugh, you laugh. You might get hysterical laughing. So the key is to start to get self-trust back, to start to be okay with what's coming up. Then you come back and you're in a group and you start to trust the group a little bit. You don't have to talk about anything. The beauty of this process is it bypasses the thinking brain. So we're dumping stuff out that we're not directly asking them, tell me what's bothering you. Well, we don't even know what's bothering us, but it's going to come out. So then 2-3 days later in the shower, you might have this, that, interesting. Something bubbles up. But it's that something that's not going to re-trigger you in the same way it might with unawareness. You following me?
Yeah.
So, this process, we have one more minute on the wall. This process is 7 simple exercises, which we just did. When we come to the ground, we're going to go in positions. So when I lie down, for you guys, we're going to lie down with our feet like this. But you listen again. If there's pain, you tell me, so we adjust it. When you're lying back like this in a butterfly position, we relax for 3 breaths, just to get grounded. Then we lift our hips up. It doesn't matter how high. You might pulse or rock. It's about freedom. Let your body do what it needs to do. Don't contract it. After 1 minute like this, if it doesn't hurt, then you lower. 3 more breaths, and we move our feet a little bit. And then we lift our knees 2 inches. We just hang out here. And we notice, and I'll take you through your breath. I'll be here for you guys. No big deal. Then we come up 2 more inches. A little bit more vibration. Then we come up 2 more inches. Usually here we get a more steady vibration, and your mind's saying, am I making this happen? Is this really happening? We'll work through it. The last move is we put our feet flat. And when we get like this, for the new people, you won't do this more than 7 minutes. For the regulars, you can go up to 15. I'll monitor the group. When you need to rest, you can either go like this, or you go like this. When you're fully outright, if you want to stop shaking altogether, you kick back your feet. All tremoring stops. At any time, you could roll to one side, get up and get a drink. You're in control of the whole process. You can come up off the wall. Now when you come off the wall, your knees are soft, you're gonna hang forward. And 1 minute like this, I want you to notice if there's any vibration in the legs. And if there is, allow it. Allow it. And listen to the body. And breathe. 1 minute, we let it happen. When we go down on the floor, there's eye pillows for everyone. I don't want you to get in the habit, especially my regulars, of zoning out and staying with eyes shut. This process has to start to become just a regular routine. Your eyes are open, you're engaged with the room, what's around you, and it doesn't have to be so zen. You know, at home you could watch TV, you could write emails, you could do anything. Being distracted is good in this process. Everybody got a little shaking?
Yeah.
All right, let it happen one more time, 10 more seconds. Breathe. I want a big breath in. Blow it all out. Again, breathe in. Blow it all out. And again in. And let it go. Slowly wind up, vertebra by vertebra. And then make sure you stand up and you're not dizzy. When you're ready, you're going to lie down on your mat. If you want to put your feet facing this way, that's good. And then when we do the sound bath, you're going to switch. I want your heads the other way. So at the very end, we'll switch. So when you're lying on your back, I want you to bring your feet into a butterfly position. This is an electrical loop. The electrical loop of the body, it's a current, right? We are all electric. We're going to breathe 3 breaths here. In and out. It's just to get grounded. But keep in mind, right? We are an electric body. Our heart is electric. Our brain waves are electric. We're 80% water, right? The fascia along our sausage coating of our skin carries that electric charge. Our bones are crystalline, they're electric, right? Our collagen is electric. The only mechanical thing is the little brain, right? Lift your hips all the way up. 1 minute. So this process of TRE and the vibration, we're literally liquefying the stuckness, the energy that gets pocketed and stuck in our fascia, in the coating of the skin. And this vibration allows the contraction to liquefy, make flow, and find the next area of tension where we're holding. Where we hold, our patterns of holding, are emotions from experiences, from trauma. Our body is a record. It keeps a record from pre-birth to birth, all the way into now. A lot of the stuff we're holding in our body, the pain, the pattern, it's not even our stuff. It's ancestral stuff. So this healing that you're doing tonight, I want you to keep in mind what you're releasing. Say it's on the left side pain. That's maternal. You're releasing the pain of your mother, her mother, and there's a pattern. If it's a back of the heart left side, we're carrying the grief of the whole ancestral line. When you release it for your ancestral line, you release it for your offspring. Lower your hips, take 3 breaths, settle down on the floor. So healing's not a single thing. We always have to keep in mind the forgiveness factor and the connection factor to the parents that have raised us, whether they did a shitty job or not. We take what was good. We take what was. We forgive and make peace in this now moment so that we can move forward. When we forgive, when we drop this stuff, miraculously it changes our parents and it changes our children. If you stick to that, you'll see a big change because we propagate waves. We send it out. Our change affects many. All right, move your heels just a little bit if you have it, 2 inches toward me to make a little space. And as your feet are pressing together, I want you to lift your knees 2 inches, just 2 inches. Now for you, it hurts you to keep your feet together, right? Like when in the butterfly, right? So you're gonna start the opposite, right? Yeah. So you give me a little bit more toward me, a little bit, right? A little bit open, right? Now you're gonna open up. There you go. You're gonna do the opposite of what they're doing. So you're gonna go down. When I tell them to lift up, you're just opening 2 inches. Where these guys are lifting 2 inches. And when you do this first lift, and when you're energizing, you're feeling the connection between your feet, right? And that electrical loop. The left, the feminine, and the masculine energies merging at the feet. I want you to imagine, intention is everything. Red energy. The red energy of the earth. And I want you to fill your feet with that energy. When you breathe in, breathe that energy in and up. And you're breathing in the intention, I am safe. I am here. All is well. You're reminding the body, I am supported by the earth. I am surrounded by love. Right? You body on the earth, supported. Your feet together, connected. And that red energy, this red-rooted energy is about connection to the physical world, right? The connection to family, like the tribe. This is the ancestral line, especially 2 inches below your feet. Right now, I want you to imagine blowing out the red energy away from your feet toward me, expanding. I want your energy space, if you could imagine, pushing that energy down like it's going into the earth, and you're expanding. Because when we're contracted and all hunched up in our life, our space at the soul star, bottom of our body, and at the star above our head, it's contracted. We want to make it more spacious. Just imagine pushing energy away. Right? Red energy. So now, if you've got a little shaking going, and only if you have some rhythm, you're going to come up 2 more inches. If you haven't, I'm going to come around. Now for you, Lisa, you're going to open your knees a little more. And at this point, I want you to come into imagining the color orange. Right? Imagine the orange sun. Big ball of fire. Right now, don't be preoccupied if you're doing this right or wrong. All I want you to do is breathe. I want you to start to breathe from the belly. When you breathe in, your belly rises. When you breathe out, your belly falls. So right now, it's almost an intimate connection to the body, to the belly. If you have to, you can put your hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. I don't want your chest to move, just your belly moves. You rise on the in-breath, the belly expands. It gets fat. On the out-breath, you push that belly back in to the spine. It contracts. And then again, rise the belly like a Buddha, like a balloon, and you let it fall. This orange energy, so we left the physical, we're in the emotional body. In the belly is where we hold all of our emotion. It's the water energy. It's feminine, it's the moon. For the women, it is our womb, right? It's for all of us the source of creation. It's the area of intuition, our gut response, our gut reaction. It's our true brain, right here. This is our true source of wisdom. Everything that has ever happened in our life, past, present, is recorded in the belly. It's the source of all addiction. The belly, when it does not feel enough, right? We're born to believe and know we are worthy, we are perfect, we are whole, we are complete, we are connected, we are sourced by that sun. All of our power, all of our energy lives in the belly. When we are looking for love in all the wrong places, our energy gets stolen and pulled into the world, into the sensory world, right? We want a quick fix. We want to fill the void with food, with sex, with drink, with drugs, right? With gossip. Whatever, video gaming, whatever it is, shopping, working, right, collecting shoes. So just keep filling up with that orange energy. I am enough. I nurture myself. I am worthy. And I want you to fill that belly with orange. The orange light of the sun. See it setting. Imagine that ball of fire in the belly. Notice the texture. Notice the sensation. It's the area of connection. Connection with another. Intimacy. right? When you're early, 7 years old, you try new things out in the world. You see how the world responds, right? I want you to raise your knees 2 more inches. Lisa, you're going to open your knees 2 more inches. Your feet are still touching the soles of the feet, that energy. Feel the pads of the feet. At this point, you're bringing in yellow, the yellow sun. We're moving up into the mental body. Right here at the solar plexus, 4 inches above the belly button. This is where our mental clutter, that busy mind, so looped in fear, right? So looped in worry, control. We get that tense feeling here at the solar plexus. I want you to breathe in as though 12 o'clock sun is burning in and through the solar plexus. Absorb that yellow light. Receive it. On the out breath, let all the stagnant, darker stuff, let it drop to the backside of the body, give it to the earth. All that need to control, all that compulsive behavior, right? We lack trust. When we're operating from strictly solar plexus, our heart's closed. We don't feel that we trust ourselves. We don't trust the universe. We're slapping God in the face. We don't trust, right, our source. Right now, in every out breath, I want you to release, settle in, release the hold in that solar plexus. Drop out the darker energy, and that yellow gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Imagining that yellow sun. It's here that you're empowered, right? I am powerful. I am confident. Right? I am a co-creator. Cleaning out the junk all below the heart. Let it go. Let the body speak. And when your mind starts getting in the way, right, you're going somewhere and you're not present, I want you to open your eyes and look at the roof or the ceiling, look at the wall, come back into the room, come back into being present, right? Remembering I'm here, aware of my body. When your mind gets looped, all you do is recognize, what am I doing? And come back to your breath. Rise. Fall. Rise. Fall. All right, then, at this point, if you have a nice tremor going and you haven't already, you're going to roll the instep of the foot all the way flat on the earth. And you're going to just allow the tremor to reestablish itself. And when our feet go flat, whatever started in the legs, it gets a chance now to come into the spine and travel into the central nervous system. This neurogenic tremor travels along the gray matter of the spine. And something called crosstalk comes up the spine and enters into the nape of the neck. If it gets that high, into the triune brain, into the reptilian part of the brain where our trauma is lodged. It helps us to release traumas that cannot be released through talk, only through the vibration of the body. So let's take a deep breath in and let it go. And in and let it go. Now tell me, you got any vibration? Where do you feel it? All right, let it happen. You just breathe, and in that belly, when you got a nice little vibration, you're all right with it? All right, just breathe. Elise, you with us?
Yes.
All right, bring up your knees. A little more. Bring them in. Okay. And then establish that tremor. And then I want you, once that's established, to put your feet flat on the earth. Jules, you have a nice steady rhythm. Tina, you okay?
Yeah.
And if anybody has back pain, anything, you put a little something under your back. At no point should you have discomfort. If you do, you tell me. You change your position. Well, you got to put your hips down. Yeah. Now you are all you're doing now, yeah, keep your feet together, open those knees, and just breathe. So you stayed up the whole time. Oh, jeez. I thought you liked it that way. I'm like, oh, she's got her little method here. All right, open it up again. No, hips on the ground, hips down, all the way down. See, you're shaking, right? Yeah. You okay with that? Yeah. Are your hips on the ground? Yes. All right, now you're going to stay right there. Okay. And you're going to breathe in the belly, out the belly. Nice breath in the belly. That's it. Out the belly. And you're only doing as much as you feel comfortable with. At any point, if it feels overwhelming, you're going to stretch your legs out. So you have the good co-regulator here in Reggie. So you're breathing. And right now we're all drinking in a nice emerald green color. The green color like chlorophyll, right? Like a plant. I want you to imagine that you're lying in a bed of green grass. And you're absorbing up your spine, up the soles of your feet, green. This is the color of healing, of restoration. I want you to soak it up the soles of your feet, up your legs, up the spine, up into the heart, filling, expanding the heart, into the lungs, all through your arms. And as you absorb this green light, you're drenching deeply into your bones. You're so saturated and filled with green. Keep absorbing it. I love my body. I love myself. Just bringing in, I love you. I love you. Offering that intention, right? That you're coming into that heart, purifying the heart, purifying the mind, coming in to that unconditional place of receptivity. I am worthy to receive love. Only with reception, only with receiving and filling ourselves do we have anything left to give. But it comes first from forgiveness. I forgive myself. Right here, right now. I forgive myself. I forgive myself for the words, how harshly I speak to myself. For behaviors, right? Self-sabotage. I forgive myself for all the wrongdoings. For I didn't know any better. But right here, right now, it's brought me to now. Right here, right now, clean slate. I come to this place of horizontal acceptance, right? From my heart, out my arms, sharing it with one another, here and now, in this physical, right? I have a responsibility. As I fill myself, I take care of the person next to me. I'm only as good as my brother, right? I'm only as good. So we stop pointing blame. We take responsibility. We forgive not only ourselves, but we can start doing that. It's easier to start forgiving the people we've been blaming. Because the blame we project is the stuff that's alive in us. It's our stuff. And we're just pushing it onto somebody else. So we're just owning up, bringing all our energy right here into the chest, into the heart. I forgive myself. I forgive all others who have done what I believe they have done. And then I want to start to bring in a pink light. Beautiful pink glow into the heart. I want your heart to fill with a glow, a pink glow. I want you to keep absorbing that pink through the heart, through the chest, through the lungs, cross down the arms, into the pads of the hands. Just bubble your body in pink, this protective shield, like this unconditional love. This bubble of light protects your energy. It allows you to give love and allows you to receive love. But it shields the negativity. Again, intention is everything. Any place, anywhere, you can bubble yourself in pink. It's energy. It's real. Now you can start to spread that pink energy from your hands. Share it with the person next to you. Offer the light. Offer the energy. Feel it coming off of Reggie. He's pure pink. Pure unconditional love. Feeling the energy in the room, the space, this beautiful pink light. Shared intention. Nothing but healing, nothing but love. And now start to send this pink light beyond this room, sending it as comfortably, as far, as wide as you feel safe. Beyond this room, into this town, sending this pink light to loved ones, both here in the physical world and to those who have passed. And I want you to envelop from your heart through and around their heart, just bubbling, unconditional, loving kindness, offering forgiveness, at the same time receiving from them what you long to receive, kindness, compassion, love. Take time to just swirl and envelop wherever it is you need to travel, right? Healing knows no time, no space. Time travel, go, envelop, encompass all of the people, the places. Feel that connection. And then, when you feel connected, not only to yourself, connected to loved ones, settled in with that pink light. We're just going to finish here with a blue, a nice sky blue. I want you to bring that into the throat space. I want you to feel that energy in the throat. Notice the front side of the throat, the back of the throat, the energy in the mouth, the tongue. Just notice if there's any tightness. Together, we're going to breathe in, big breath in. Let it go with ah. Again, big breath in. Let it go. Ah. Again, in. Let it go. Ah. Next one, you're going to breathe in. When we release it, it's going to be V-O-O, VOO. So breathe in. A big VOO. VOO. Again, move it through the body. Breathe it in. Release. VOO. And one more. I want to hear a big inhale, long exhale. VOO. You might have to clear. All right, so just finding that natural breath again. Last 2 minutes, freestyle, going at your own pace, breathing, taking a rest if you need it, but just seeing what comes up, experiment, play. at your own pace. You'll start to settle and stretch out your legs. And we're just going to find a settling in, a recalibration, noticing as the energy settles. Just 2 minutes. Quiet integration, recalibration. So we essentially just dredged up a lot of sand at the water's edge. We made that water really cloudy. Now we're letting the sand settle so that water finds its cloudy again. But the sand is going to settle in a new configuration. It's exactly what's happening with your energy body. Even though it might seem very subtle, what you just did is very powerful. You changed the electrical charge. You shook things up. It's settling differently. We did it 2 days of integration, 48 hours. Lots of fluids, lots of water, lots of hydration. Nice salt baths. Right? Use Epsom salts or Himalayan salts and nice oils. Self-nurture. We pay attention to what comes up in these 2 days. We journal, we integrate. We follow our dreams. We start writing with gratitude. We start to purge the stuff that comes up that we need to get off our chest in the morning and before bed. I'll be sending you all the instructions for this.